look at that? Would you look at her? Ain't she pretty? Yes? What? You have something you need to say? Hello, he says. Hello, hello. Mommy, I'm all wet. Look at my tail, Mommy. You left me out in the rain, Mommy. Oh, I feel so bad. I do. Right, so there is, like, look at those baubles. Yes. We have a Colin the caterpillar. Some ones from Pompeii and Sorrento. I quite like the Sorrento one. It's hand painted and it's a porcelain one. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You're going to flick your tail all over. Louis XIV's crown. If you are a Star Trek fan, you will know instantly what that is. And I have 3 of them. I have that one there. I have that one hiding up there. And I have another one lurking there. Now, they are called tribbles. Yes, they are. They're called tribbles. And there is an episode on Star Trek, the original series, where the tribbles invaded the USS Enterprise and caused no end of problems. They're fluffy menaces. They get everywhere. Everyone should have Pooh Bear at the top of their tree. And that is like absolute. This came all the way from Paris. We bought this on the Eiffel Tower when our little girl was about 3 months old, and we bought it for her. Because we love our little girl. Tremendous. Did you just throw it? Oh, he threw himself up onto his cat tree. And then we've got our little fairies dotted all around, and a lot of these Christmas trees and baubles, this came from Snape Maltin, which is down in Suffolk near Aldeburgh. And we've got Love Heart. These came all the way from Enontekiö out in Lapland. And this one was for my daughter one year. I can't remember. A friend of hers gave it to her. Obviously, Marks and Spencer's. And we got lots of other fairies. And oh my goodness me, this one is a stained glass window and came all the way from the Sacré-Cœur, which is in Paris. I'll try and squeeze you in. I don't want to move the tree. But if I just... Yeah, and there's not too many dotted around the backs, mostly on the front. There's like Christmas trees and Santa Claus one there, and I think that one is that one's from Slovenia. And then we have the collection of candles and Christmas trees that are made carved out of wood. I absolutely adore them. And this has been with me since I was a little girl of 5 years old. So it's almost been with me for 45 years. And it does spell Noel. And my grandmother bought it for me from Hampson's Garden Centre that doesn't even exist anymore. And then we are with the reindeers and the glass baubles and teddies We still have the reindeer to get down, but we'll do that this weekend. And Santa Claus and a penguin that can ski, more baubles. And then on here, every house should have a disco dinosaur, right? Every house should have a disco dinosaur. And I just think he is absolutely fabulous and probably one of my favourite unusual baubles. It came all the way from the Natural History Museum in London, where you can buy your disco dinosaurs. And of course, we've got a snowman and a Father Christmas and a little fairy with her little Christmas present, and then more baubles. And then over here, we have got the willow tree, which needs to go downstairs, but I popped it there for now. And then my little Christmas scene of the village in a glass bauble. Yes, I know, you're in a bad mood because you're soaking wet, so get dry, Mr. Grandpa. Yeah? My favourite of all the things that we have in the house is always a heavily decorated tree. Now, into the kitchen we will go. Advent calendars, of course. No house is complete without one. That was given to my daughters from my mother-in-law, oh gosh, over 20 years ago. 22 years ago. Yeah, it will be, because it came the Christmas that our little girl, our youngest, was born. So yeah, it'll be 21 years old this year. And then we got the mice that came all the way from Castle Howard. Ah, the Vendigans. I like a beautifully decorated bookcase and Welsh dresser. Now, that little boy there and that little girl there came from Snape Maltings, which is just outside Suffolk, Aldeburgh. And then we have to write on there tonight, the next day down, a little house and little trees that were hand carved from Ukraine. And then we have a little snowman and a little Santa Claus. My daughter made this out of modelling clay, and it's a little gingerbread man. This sometimes works, but it is a glow-in-the-dark Christmas tree. GT Gaming, hello. I'm just doing a little tour. Little buckets came from the White Company. This little boy here and that little girl there came all the way from Enontekiö, which is in Lapland, and they came to us in 2008. So we've had them 17 years, I think. I think they came to us in 2008. And that little cup there came from Enontekiö, and I absolutely adore it. It's so cute. And these little people are the Vendigans, and they come all the way from Ukraine. Yeah. Oh, mini adventures. You wouldn't have been born, no, darling, you wouldn't. But you shouldn't be putting your age on. And then we got the snowmen that belong to the Vendigans. Now, a Vendigan is a Lappish name for the little people who live at the North Pole and help Santa get ready for Christmas. And we have little disco penguins, because no house is complete without disco penguins. And then we have another little Christmas tree there for the Vendigans. And we have 2 Vendigans there that are hiding. Yeah, they are, aren't they? And then we've got Christmas candles, and then Christmas, you know, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Pumpkin Jack. Well, that's him right there. And then over here, I'm actually stripping down the coffee machine at the moment, so there we go. But I thought I'd show you the cornucopia and then more buckets, because that's what we do. And we still have the reindeers to get out. But I'm really, 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 really glad that you enjoy looking at, oh, yeah, you're in he's in a grumpy mood. Goodness me, is he in a grumpy mood because he got left out in the rain. But there we are. But yes, in case you're ever wondering what these are, Star Trek original television series. They are Tribbles. They were bought from the Star Trek store. I am a Star Trek fan. I like Tribbles. Tribbles live on my tree. I think Tribbles should be on everybody's trees. And a little fat robin. Oh, these came all the way from Australia. That's a kookaburra. I have a possum. See if I can find them all. They should all be dotted around. Oh, the platypus and a wombat. Aren't they cute? They were made for me out in Australia from a local carver and sent through in a Christmas package one year. Oh, my wizard. I have a wizard mouse, because every tree should have a wizard mouse. Yes, it should. Your mum loves robins. Oh, I love robins too. Robins are the gardener's friend. They really are. What else do we have? Oh, that was made for us. Crikey, where were we? Castle Howard, I think. They were glass blowing and they were making trees. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, we got a little snowman. Yeah, I think we've got a Genovia. Yeah, oh, that was from my husband before we got married, that bauble, and he gave that to me just one Christmas to go on the tree. I'm supposed to be at school right now, but I have a very bad cough. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I hope you're feeling better soon. You poor darling. I bet you've got the flu, haven't you? Oh, we've got a soldier. Because military in my family is strong. The force is strong with the military. And of course, Queen Elizabeth I, because every tree should have Queen Elizabeth I on. And there's my namesake, a fat fairy. I hope you're feeling a lot better soon, my darling. I'm going to turn you around now and we're going to wash up, because that's how we rock and roll on a Friday. No, it's not even Friday. It's Thursday. That's how we rock and roll on a Thursday. We do the washing up. We tend to do the really horrible jobs on a Thursday. all the cleaning out of the coffee machine and the sorting of the cat's water bowl. And I just thought you might like to see the Christmas decorations that we've put out so far. I still have my reindeers to get. What time is it for me? 20 to 3 in the afternoon. I have finished work for the week. I am thrilled to say, the ironing part anyway. I still have all the cleaning to do tomorrow. But what time is it where you are, my darling? It's in the afternoon here. I can just turn you ever so slightly. You'll be able to see me a little bit better, won't you? We are doing the washing up. We are cleaning out the coffee machine because once a week, you've no clue what time it is. Oh. Do you think it could be morning or afternoon? No clues at all. And we are doing the washing up, would you believe? I hope you like the little tour of the Vendigans. I like the Vendigans. The story is that years and years and years ago, when Santa Claus first decided to start giving presents to the children all around the world, he realized that he couldn't do it. It's two people. Oh, okay. I'll tell you a little story. So, years and years and years ago, when Santa Claus decided that he was going to start giving presents to all the boys and girls all around the world, he realized that he couldn't do it all by himself. Even the elves said that they were going to struggle. So, the Vendigans were created by Santa Claus. And they are the tiny, magical little people that you don't see, but are all around you. And they live in a magical world created by Santa Claus. And they live by the North Pole. And the Vendigans are so super small and so super tiny that they can get in every single house all around the world. And because they're magical, they can pop up and put presents inside all the houses and help Santa Claus with all of his jobs. So Santa can fly to all the houses all through the night of Christmas Eve. And the Vendigans go with him. And they pop in and out of everybody's houses, leaving presents and taking all the cookies and all the mince pies back up for Santa Claus. And it's Santa's way of being able to get all around the world and give all the boys and girls all of their presents. So next time when anyone says to you, the Vendigans have been, what they mean is the little people have been. And they're the magical ones. And they were created to help Santa Claus and the elves. So there you go. Now you know. And that story was told to me in Lapland when I went to see Santa Claus all those years ago with my little girls. And it seems like a really, really, really long time ago. But that, my darlings, is where they come from. They come all the way from Lapland, where Santa Claus lives. Hello, London City. You've just tuned in. I've just been telling everybody all about the Vendigans and the little people. Am I in the US? No, I come from the United Kingdom. All the way out in the wilds of Yorkshire. On the moorland, if you will. I live right out on the moors. Yeah, miles away from everybody. In a tiny little house where the fairies live. And we are doing a coffee machine because it was horrible and manky and it needed a clean. And there you go. And that's what you do. And it's much better than ironing. Doing this, it's different. Ironing can just sometimes get a little bit too much. But it is my bread and butter, and that is what I do. Yeah. For my sins, I am an ironer. And I have a very soggy pussycat who has been outside in the rain and now looks like a drowned rat, which is interesting because he's actually a Norwegian forest cat. And he doesn't mean to look like that, he just does. After we finish this job, we shall put some coffee in the coffee machine, and then we will do the cat's water bowl. And then we'll nip downstairs and quickly clean out the dryer and the washing machine. Can't think of anything else to do on a rainy Thursday in Yorkshire. And it is absolutely siling it down outside. Has it been raining where you are? Oh, it's that time of year, isn't it? Where we all get to see just how grotty the UK can be with the weather that we have. So, London, what do you do? Can't ever move my phone off. Why? Yeah, it's raining yesterday a lot. Yes, it did, didn't it? Oh. Right, just go grab, this is a bean to cup machine. I like decent coffee. First thing in the morning, I only have 1 cup of coffee a day. It might as well be something that I enjoy. Ooh, I nearly fell over you then. Monty, you silly sausage. You've got to be more careful. Oh, and then he looks at me as though I'm the naughty one. Beans. Right, squash them all down. There we go. There we go. All the beans are in the machine. Just put the lid on. And we're all sorted, ready for tomorrow. There we are. Slide the machine back where it belongs. My husband will be pleased because he's got fresh coffee in the morning. I sub to your... Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Oh, how sweet of you. Right, now we're doing the ecstatically exciting job called Let's Clean Monty's Water Dish. Yeah! Got a bit of dust in the eye, bit of fairy liquid, and scrub-a-dub-dubs. And make sure that your pets have got nice, fresh, filtered water because it keeps them nice and healthy and stops them from being grumpy. Well, might stop your pet from being grumpy because I just think Monty is constantly going to be a grump, whether or not I clean his dish or not. I am a home bird. I'm a mama and I take care of my children. And, well, they're not children anymore. They're more like young ladies, but they still require their mother to do motherly things. And I just hope you've all enjoyed the little tour that I did on the Christmas decorations. I really hope you like that. And we'll quickly run through them again when I've finished doing this. And I shall take you downstairs and show you the little snowmen that we have guarding the front door. Oh, thank you. A pet dog, and I used to have a cat, but he died, and it was close to your birth. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Hello, Mama. Sorry, did I miss a name? I just have to try my fingers. What is my name? My name is Fairy. I go live Mondays to Fridays and sometimes on a Saturday. It all depends on whether or not I've got the time. What is my name? My name is Fairy, and I am a magical little being that lives all the way out in the wilds of Yorkshire. And I'm now going to rinse everything. I can't touch the phone. Well, I have wet hands. Otherwise, I won't be a fairy for very long. I'll be dead. That might need a bit of a clean. Just make sure that that has all the dirt. Yep, I'm happy. That is clean. Right. Let's see where we got to. You are very mystical. I do try to be. Do you have an advent calendar? Yes, I do. It's a Reese's cupcake and I absolutely love it. And I love Reese's cupcakes because that is magical fairy food and that makes me happy. Oh, Scott. Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say so. How old am I? I'm almost 50. Yes, I know I don't look it. I'm glamorous and gorgeous, I know. I know I'm not 50 just yet, but I soon will be, and I will still be glamorous and gorgeous when I'm 50. That's what I tell myself anyway. I'm just getting wrinkly, old and grey. There we are. If you can't have a sense of humour at my age, you're never going to get one. Trust me on that. Hello, Zenny, and Scott. It's lovely to meet you. Oh, squeak, squeak, squeak. There we are. She's obviously sprung a leak, everybody. Well, if you feel like you wish to join the fairy tales, please do. We would love to have you here. We do all sorts of things on this channel. We talk about... Oh, do I look about to... Oh, thank you very much. You can be my friend if you think that I look that young. Thank you. I do absolutely everything on this channel. We talk about books, we talk about films, we talk about current events that are happening around the world. We do film reviews, we talk about absolutely anything and everything, and we love the apocalypse here. My goodness me, we look forward to the end of the world with a smile on our face and a song in our hearts. Yes, if you want to do the end of the world, you're in the right place because we love it here. We love everything to do with nuclear fiction, to the apocalyptic ice ages and pandemic fiction, earthquakes, zombies. My goodness me, we cover zombies in a big way. In fact, look out this weekend for ZTV Christmas Festive Creepmas specials. Yes. Yep, that's what we do. We will be doing a Merry Creepmas Zomboff Zombie TV Christmas special coming your way Sunday this week. Can't wait to create. There we go. That's the water. Everything is soap free because otherwise the cat will literally be foaming at the mouth and that won't be good for the cat. You'll be watching. I'll be there. ZTV. If you've never seen or understand what ZTV is, we have several old loops from Halloween. Zomboff was created in Halloween. In fact, a little bit before. My daughter decided one night she was going to cover her jumper in gravy, her favourite jumper. had to get the gravy out of the jumper. So I had to concoct a stain remover. And while I was busy doing that, I was thinking about getting something else out of jumpers. And I wondered what it would be like trying to do the laundry in a zombie apocalypse. And that's how Zomboff was created. It was a spoof version of washing powder. And as it goes, Zomboff, one scoop and the guts are gone. And it sort of went from there to the point that we are now at, where we've got a shop that sells zombie t-shirts, cups, desk mats and stickers. It's Zomboff. Yeah, and we'll be putting a link up later on in a short that you'll be able to go to the shop, and if you spend over $30 on any of the products, you can use the code ZOMBIE10 to get 10% off. And that's valid for the whole month of December. And there you can buy a zombie t-shirt or whatever it is that you want that maybe has a zombie on it. And that's how Zomboff came to be. It started off as a pretend sort of make-believe world, and it grew from there. You could say it bit, the company bit. It is. It didn't mean to start off that way. It just kind of did. And that's how we ended up with Zomboff. One scoop, as I say, and the guts are gone. I'm doing the dishwasher now. I'm learning how to speak Japanese. Goodness me. Gosh, you're clever, aren't you? You lost your water bottle? No. These things happen. I'm sure it'll turn up. We just thought to ourselves, I wonder if Zomboff could be real, and if we could actually do something with zombies. And we did. And we'll be putting a link up in our Discord, and later on tonight we'll be putting up a link on our YouTube short videos. So if you're about and you want to have a zombie t-shirt or anything zombified and want something a little bit different for Christmas, for the love of your life, or even just for yourself, you'll be able to get something there. Now, who wants to see the tree again? Hey, who would like to go and see the tree? Let's turn you around so you can see. There they are. And those are the Vendigans, the little peoples. There we are. And that's the house that they live in. Yeah. And there we go. A nice Santa Claus. And then we'll go and look at the tree. Isn't she magnificent? And these, as I say, came from the actual Star Trek shop. And they are tribbles. And they live on the tree. If you don't know what a tribble is, a tribble was a little fluffy alien that invaded the USS Enterprise and took over the ship. And I happen to have 3 tribbles living on my tree. There you go. There we are. Do you like that? Isn't she pretty? Isn't she absolutely gorgeous? We have baubles from all around the world. We've collected years and years and years and years worth there. And there we are. And the candles and candle holders. And we've got the Santa Claus. There we go. Thank you. And a disco dinosaur all the way from the Natural History Museum. I think everybody should have a disco dinosaur. It's an absolute must. When you're at home, no, we tend not to do that because we have an awful lot of wildlife that live around here, like badgers and foxes and owls and reindeer and like sika deer. So we don't want to upset the wildlife. Oops. Break the door, why don't I? I'm going to turn the light off. Oh, the artwork is what my daughter's painted over the years. And we have an awful lot of animals that live near where we are. So we don't want to upset them by having unnecessary lights outside. My daughter painted this. It's Delphinus, the wife of Titan. And there we are. The little snowman and a donk. Thank you. The disco dinosaurs. They're an absolute must. And I will just pop you down here quickly. There we go. I don't wind her up too much because she's old. She's a Victorian Christmas tree, and she's very, very old. And I would hate to break the mechanism that's inside. We are about to start doing the dryer. I've got some very old antiques. Thank you. I've got some very old things that live in the house, and that's just the people. We are busy in getting all of this bug free. There we go. We'll just quickly vac out the dryer. The reason why I say vac out the dryer every time you use it, just in case there's a house fire. I would hate to cause a house fire and burn the house down. There we are. Always important, always clean out your dryer. There we go. All done. Always clean out your dryer. Every time you use it, otherwise you run the risk of a house fire and nobody wants that. There we are. Laundry done for the day. Oh, don't I just live the rock and roll lifestyle of all our hopes and dreams. It's tea time. Oh, I wish it was. Not yet. I've got to do in here. I have to get this room clean. If I don't do it, I will only have it to do tomorrow, and I already have enough to do tomorrow. And I don't want to have to add to my jobs because I already have enough to do. Right, pop this out there. No cleaning cloths. No good. I'm back in a moment. As if by magic, she brings back a pack of wipes. I wish it was tea time all over the world. Unfortunately, I have to wait for my tea. I always manage to find a song. That's my curse in life, if you want, or maybe somebody would see it as a blessing, I don't know, but I do tend to look at things and make a song out of it. And what we're doing at the moment is degunking the machine, the dryer, if you want to call it that. It's one of those jobs. It's one of those jobs that needs to be done every single week without fail. You want your machinery to work, you want it to work in the best way possible, you've got to take care of it. That's the inside of the machine done. Just got to get the outside done now, the handrail all the way around, and wipe down the control panel because we don't want any yuck. And we'll pop over here and we'll do exactly the same with the washing machine. And we get the whole of the door done. just love degunking everything. Be amazed what comes out of your machinery. And what I tend to do is whiz around with my wipes and get all the gunk. See what I mean? Absolutely imperative you give it a rinse after you've done that. Otherwise, you just don't know what lurks in your machinery. Who wants manky machinery? I mean, it doesn't clean your clothes right. There we are. And now we're going to run through some coldish water and get this degunked as well. There we are. Gosh, have I been nearly cleaning and showing you all around the house for an hour? Goodness me. We do get some stuff done in this house, don't we? That, my darlings, is what I'm getting out of the dryer. Yuck. Don't I just have the best jobs? I have some rather disgusting things that have just come out of this washer and this dryer. Okay, alright, I've just got to get at the front. Come on, girls. Put your backs into it. Not the best job. But we got there, didn't we, darlings? I'm just going to rub the rest of the dirt off this. And hopefully get this back in the machine. Sibling was attacking you. Oh no! Well, that's what they do. Brothers and sisters, aren't they a pain? Try and get there we go. Get rid of all the rubbish siblings are very annoying. They are. I'm very sorry that you've got a sibling that has decided to give you nuggies. Right. We are going to do one of the best jobs in the world. We're going to clear out the inside of the dryer. We are going to go into the dryer. I have to lie down for this job because I have to get my arm directly inside there. So I feel as though we're on commando, crawling around on the ground. Careful. Yeah, I know. Gotta get my arm right inside the machine. And this is what we're dragging out. All that. You need to be a contortionist to be able to do this job properly. But this is what we do every single week. Without fail. You don't want a house fire? And this is what you've got to do, my darlings. Alright, and then we get the cloth. And we give all of this a really good wipe. Twist and turn. And get all the dirt out. And then what you end up with is this. And that is what blocks up your machines. And that, my darlings, needs to be got out absolutely. It's imperative that you get that out of your machine. And then you get on your hands and knees. And wipe up all the little bits off the floor. And then you come with me and we go back up to the top once again. There we go. I will get off the floor in. Oh. And then we get here and we put the machine goes back together and we end up with a clean dryer. And that's what everybody wants, right? Sure that we haven't got anything blocking the sink in any way. No, nothing blocking the sink. Now wait until I show you what I've got out of the And this, my darling, is what we were getting out of the dryer. All the stuff that can cause a house fire. It truly is amazing. You have a rubber duck advent calendar. That sounds absolutely amazing. This is a dehumidifier. Disinfectant. Messy job. We pop these things in to soak. We get a wipe, an antiseptic wipe. It's in a TikTok shop. That sounds rather exciting. A rubber duck advent calendar. Yes. Mind you, there's all sorts of things you could get as an advent calendar these days, isn't there? I mean, everything. If you think about it, can be made into an advent calendar. There we are. We've cleaned underneath the machines. It's in a TikTok shop. Gosh, that sounds exciting, doesn't it? Got to get things plugged back in the wall. Otherwise, how on earth are we going to hope for them to work? Okay. We are giving everything a damned good scrub. And we're giving everything a clean. If we don't clean, that's how we get bugs. And bugs is not good. Bugs make you poorly. Nobody wants to be poorly at Christmas, do they? All that gunk. Go, and the laundry machine is done. And that's what we want, somewhere clean to put our clothes. We want clean places to do our laundry. And it makes us cleaner than we ever thought we could be. you an absolute satisfaction, darlings. Here we are, nice, sort of clean. That's what we want. Clean little homes for clean peoples to live in. Laundry to come out of the machine cleaner than when it went in. How do we do that? By making sure that our washing machines are clean to start with. We make sure that our irons keep clean, and we make sure that we have clean ironing board covers. There. We've just got the unit here to wipe down. And then we'll wipe these as well. Right, my darlings, I think we've got through the rock here. We'll soon be done, and then I can say goodbye to you all, my lovelies, and see you all again another day. There we are. Put that up there. It's like putting a jigsaw together, isn't it? Put that on for a couple of minutes while it runs through and we get all the water out of it. There, we are done. We are done. The house smells nice once again. Thank you for joining me, my darlings. See you tomorrow.